Good morning, friends. It is a brisk morning out here in Joshua Tree, California. Currently 43 degrees outside and 70 degrees inside. So we're in Joshua Tree for a nomad gathering called Vansgiving. And so it takes course over the Thanksgiving weekend. People come early, people stay late. All in all, it can last for a week to 2 weeks. I'm so grateful for my tiny home on wheels with my good insulation and my multiple heat sources. When I woke up this morning, it was in the low 30s outside and almost as cold on the inside. So I've been kind of experimenting with the heat since I've been out here for the last few days. And this is my first chance to really test all the systems in cold temperatures and see how they perform. And so it turns out the mini split does a really good job of providing heat. It heats hot and fast. The only downside is it uses a lot of electricity. When it's running on full blast, it can pull up to 1,500 watts of electricity per hour, which is a lot of juice. Usually when I wake up in the mornings, I'm in the mid 70s as far as battery charge. And so I'm able to run the mini split off the batteries, and then by the time the sun comes up, it'll get me fully charged up. So this is my morning view. I absolutely love it. Just drink my morning coffee, do a little video work. It's currently 9 a.m. and just look out the window, watch the sun rise up over the mountains, see all the nomad neighbors out and about. Anyway, I'm going to spend a few hours doing some video editing, and then we are going to meet up with Ebike van life and go for an e-bike ride. I'm excited about it. There are some pretty cool abandoned structures here in the area in Joshua Tree. So we're going to fire up the e-bikes, go cruise around, get some drone shots, get some e-bike shots, and just do a little exploring. So it should be fun. Let's get after it. All right, we're out here doing it again. E-bike rides with Ebike van life. Oh, look at this guy up on the one wheel. He's got the real e-bike this time. He's got the like the Sur-On style. No pedals, all power.
That's right.
Left the electric back in San Diego, so we're gonna go out and rip and see what we can get into. Let's roll. So this has been camp for the last few days, kind of a pre-camp until we were waiting for the lake bed to dry out. We had a couple days of rain, and so the lake bed is dry. Everyone is gonna relocate over to the lake bed today. So I'm actually gonna take this opportunity to head into town, resupply on my food, take a shower, and then when I come back out, I'll go to the new spot down there. So let's hit the road. I think the road is still probably pretty wet. There's probably some good ruts in it, so we'll see what it looks like. So we gotta kind of pick our way through the mud puddles here. Let's see what we want to do. Let's go this way. You can see how wet that is. No thank you. No thank you. We do got some nice tires on this thing though. We gotta just run it is the thing. We can't be going slow. We gotta just hit it, bros. Hit it, bros. There we go. That worked out pretty good. Cruise up over this dip here. Boom. Try to miss these ruts. Let's go, dude. This thing's just floating. We're floating, bro. Let's go. That was super nice. Definitely appreciating these new tires. The general grabbers. Doing work out here in the mud. All right, quick 12-minute drive, and we are at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. Mostly we need vegetables. Get some more vegetables. Another rack of eggs, another 18 eggs. What do we got? Maybe we'll just pull up right here. Fudge it. Fudge it. We'll just back right into this space here. Look at this. 16-foot box. Parked right up inside of our parking space, no problem, man. Backed right up to the curb here. We're hanging over the sidewalk a little bit, but there's still plenty of clearance. All right, let's go in and get some groceries. So we got the groceries all loaded up. Easy peasy, good parking spot. Now we're gonna roll out, and just across the street is this gym, Total Fitness, and so we'll go there to get a shower. Dang, this is a nice facility. Look at this. It looks like a private facility. They got 5 showers plus a sauna. Dude, this is super nice. I like it. Let's go. All right, we're heading back out into the desert. Got our groceries, got a shower. Stopped off at the gas station, topped off my diesel tank. Only needed a gallon filled her back up. So now I got a total of 3 gallons of fuel for the diesel heater. That will last me through the event, so we won't have to do that again. We're gonna take a turn right here. So again, the camp has relocated, and so we're gonna go a little bit of a different way back. We're gonna turn right onto Broadway here. So we got Ebike van life right behind us as we go to the new spot in the Kodiak. And this is all BLM land, so anywhere you look, there's just random people parked up. Those are all BLM land enjoyers, camping for free out in the desert. And I can see off in the distance here, that's probably our camp, way out there. Fortunately, this road's pretty smooth. It's a little like bumpy, but otherwise it's a smooth route out here, which is nice so far. Definitely got to stay focused though. Watch for the mud puddles. You can see why you wouldn't want to drive out here in the dark, especially without good off-road lights. You wouldn't know where you're going. Dang. We're doing some off-roading here, boys. Glad we got the big clearance on the box truck. We got the big meaty general grabber tires. We're in good shape. I'm just gonna fucking pull this shit. All right, here it is. The new spot. Damn, look at that hole. Ebike Van Life was out here digging holes. Dang. It's all good, brother. It gets a little soft over here. So we got a big circle going. There's a badass like 6x6 over there. I'm definitely trying to check that out later. Parked up by Andy in his travel trailer. Hell yeah. This is the spot. And Vansgiving 2025 really was a massive event. Once I flew the drone out and got a look at all the vehicles and nomads that had assembled, it looks like it's going to be quite the feast for Thanksgiving evening. And as I cruised up to see the line, just look at all the nomads circled up, waiting in line for delicious turkey and potatoes and pumpkin pie. And as soon as the dinner was done, the festivities began. It is a beautiful afternoon out here in Joshua Tree, California. Take a little shot at camp here. So we got a project today. I'm going to be installing this security camera. This is a Reolink Argus 4 Pro camera. We're going to install this up on the front of the cab, and it comes with its own miniature solar panel that charges the unit up during the day. So we're going to install the camera, install the solar panel, and I have this little piece of aluminum angle that's left over from my rear door build that I did with Ebike Van Life. And so I'll show you guys what I'm planning on doing with it. I'm going to end up mounting it actually underneath my Starlink dish, which should be a perfect spot because the Starlink dish will shield it from the rain and from direct sunlight, so that should be a good spot for it. And then what I figured out is this piece of angle, I can actually use these existing bolt holes on the bottom of the Starlink mount, and so I can bolt it right up there, use the existing hardware, and then mount the camera to the front of the angle. I need to cut off this little ear, this little 45 here. I got to trim that off, but otherwise it'll pop right up. So we got the holes drilled on the top, and then into the face of the bracket we're gonna drill this little guy, which is the mount for the camera. So we got the bolts sticking through. I'm gonna use a flat washer right here, right here. And then I have a couple nuts. But first we're gonna use some Permatex thread locker just to hold those nuts down in place so they don't back off. All right, so I got the little piece here, little bracket. Now I just gotta loosen this bolt here and this bolt here, and then the bracket will go right up underneath. Reattach that hardware, put in some thread locker, tighten it down, and we should be in business. We'll see if it plays nice. Got the camera, so it's got the mount right in the back there. Go ahead and try our best to thread it in here. So here's the solar panel. It's got a little flat mount, so I'm gonna mount it just to the roof, just like this. So it's got a couple holes in the bottom. I'm just gonna use screws and screw right through the roof here, and then goop it with a bunch of sealant so it'll remain waterproof. But that'll be a pretty easy one. We'll just blast right through there, and then a little power cord plugs right into the camera, and we should be good to go. So here's what the camera looks like in the live view mode. Great thing about it, that single camera is actually 2 lenses, and so you get a full 180-degree view from just one camera without having to move it around. And also it streams directly to my smartphone or on the computer, so I can tap in remotely through my Starlink at any given time and see exactly what's happening on the box truck. And then additionally, it can record the footage as well onto a memory card. So pretty cool for safety and security. And this allows me just to see what's going on up at the front of the cab and monitor it, especially throughout the night when I'm stealth camping, see exactly what's going on. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Pretty simple install. And when I get back to Yuma, I'm also going to install one on the back. Gonna hang out a little bit out here, enjoyed the last few moments of daylight as the sun goes down over the mountains. I appreciate you guys for watching, hanging out through today's video. We had a good time. We explored some pretty cool locations, some abandoned buildings, got a look at the Vansgiving event 2025, installed the security camera on the box truck. I think we had a pretty good day. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And that's it for me. This is Nomad Brad signing out. Peace.